Hello everyone, this is the latest update on TSMC and the Taiwan market as of April 7, 2026. I am speaking from the perspective of a global institutional investor, analyzing one of the most critical stocks in the semiconductor supply chain. First, let's look at today's overall performance of the Taiwan stock market. The Taiwan Weighted Index opened at 32,671 points, reached a high of 33,264 points during the session, and closed at 33,229 points, surging approximately 658 points or 2.02%. The index opened higher and continued to strengthen, successfully reclaiming several short-term moving averages. Although the trading volume was relatively moderate at around 5.64 trillion new Taiwan dollars, buying pressure remained steady, indicating a rebound in momentum after the holiday period. Today's market focus was clearly on TSMC, the bellwether stock. TSMC opened at 1,850 new Taiwan dollars, showed strong upward momentum right after the open, hit an intraday high of 1,860 new Taiwan dollars, pulled back to a low of 1,835 new Taiwan dollars, and finally closed at 1,860 new Taiwan dollars, up 50 new Taiwan dollars, or 2.76%. In terms of the US ADR, TSMC has been trading in the range of approximately $340 to $342 recently, demonstrating notable resilience amid global market volatility. Today's trading volume reached about 17,902 lots, with a turnover exceeding 33.1 billion new Taiwan dollars, reflecting active buying interest in TSMC. From the chip and institutional flow perspective, foreign investors turned notably positive today. Foreign capital bought a net 5,880 lots of TSMC shares, domestic mutual funds bought a net 307 lots, and dealers bought a net 91 lots. The three major institutional investors combined recorded a net buying of 6,279 lots. This is an important signal after some selective profit-taking earlier this year. Global funds appear to be repositioning, viewing any pullbacks as potential entry opportunities, reflecting long-term confidence in TSMC's dominant position in advanced semiconductor processes. From a foreign investor's viewpoint, several key themes stand out. First, artificial intelligence remains a structural megatrend. TSMC's management has repeatedly emphasized that AI accelerator revenue is expected to maintain a mid to high 50% CAGR through 2029, driving the company's overall revenue CAGR close to 25%. The proportion of advanced processes in wafer sales has already approached 80%, and the 2-nanometer production ramp is proceeding as planned, expected to deliver meaningful contribution in the second half of 2026. However, we cannot overlook the external risks. The Middle East conflict has pushed Brent crude oil prices above $100 to $120 per barrel at peaks, increasing transportation and logistics costs. Key materials required for semiconductor manufacturing, such as helium and bromine, are also facing supply pressures. In addition, the relative weakening of the US dollar has introduced exchange rate volatility, as TSMC reports in USD but incurs part of its costs in new Taiwan dollars. TSMC's response includes accelerating supply chain diversification, making modest average selling price adjustments on advanced nodes, expanding overseas fabs in the United States, Japan, and Europe, and continuing to optimize energy efficiency. Although these factors may create short-term pressure on gross margins, management views them as manageable challenges that will not derail the long-term growth trajectory. As foreign investors, we continue to regard TSMC as a core holding in the global semiconductor theme. Its technological leadership, pricing power, and multi-year AI visibility far outweigh near-term macroeconomic noise. Of course, when sizing positions, one must still consider the volatility arising from oil prices and currency fluctuations. In summary, today the Taiwan Weighted Index opened higher and rose 2.02%, while TSMC opened strongly and rebounded 2.76%, supported by clear net buying from the three major institutional investors. Market sentiment is showing signs of improvement, April 16 marks the upcoming TSMC Q1 2026 earnings conference. Thank you for listening. If you would like to discuss how this fits into your global investment portfolio strategy, feel free to reach out.